we have someone here new.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, I'm new too.
Adriana and Dora.
Dora and Adriano, the ladies first. So Dora, can you present yourself for us? Tell your name, your age, what do you do in your life, where you live, and how you find the TNT, please.
Okay, so my name is Dora. I'm 37. Right now, I've been living in Canada almost 2 years. And in Brazil, I was a lawyer, but here I only study English. I need to improve my English. And I saw Talking in the Instagram. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's great. Perfect, Dora. It's a pleasure to have you here. Okay, so I will explain how TNT works after Adriano present themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Adriano. I live in Brazil. I'm from Brazil and not Canada. Jealous about that. It's a very, very impressive opportunity. And I don't study English a long time. Basically, I learned alone, maybe 2 or 3 times, started the course, but stopped. Maybe 6 months in total. And I have 37 years old. I live here in São Paulo, Campinas. And I work with Scrum Master, Agile teams, and that's it.
Perfect. It's a pleasure to have you here too, Adriano. Thank you for coming here. And quickly, TNT, it's kind of a group of conversation. It's not a class. You know, you guys will not be corrected or judged about your English here because we actually we have some teachers here. I don't know if you have in this class. I'm not a teacher, but sometimes we have. But they will not correct you because it's just to practice, just to talk and to know about new things. You know, it's kind of a really conversation with your friends, you know, so enjoy the conversation. And in each meeting we have different subjects and different videos and different topics to talk about, different questions. So it's really good and really important to practice in this kind of conversation because in each week you will learn new things about the language, you know. So today the topic is about peer pressure. The last topic was about beauty. So the topics are about the things that we have in our life, in our day, you know, so it's important. And let me send the questions in the chat now. Basically, you, Dora, and Adriano will be here with me in the main room because it's the first time that you guys are here, you know, so the other people will move to breakout rooms that like a small room to talk more, you know, because we have 13 people here, so it's kind of really difficult to talk with all these people in our room, you know. So that's how it works. And for everyone that are going to the small rooms, if you have some problem, some kind of difficult, just tell me. We have a button here called ask for help, so you can ask for help and I will help you. And let me just check the rooms again, just a minute. Okay, we are 3 rooms. Okay, so the main room and 2 more rooms, and I think it's all. No, hello Maria Eduarda, how's it going? And okay, guys, that's it. Don't forget to choose a leader and to present yourselves in the small rooms, okay? Have a nice conversation and see ya.
Okay, see.
Okay, guys, here in the main room, I will be with Adriano, Dora, Fernanda, and Josuel. Yeah, let me confirm this. Yes, we are in 5 here. Okay, so Adriana and Dora already have presented themselves, so let's present
I can't
myself.
speak right now.
Oh, sorry, I didn't listen.
I can't speak right now. I'm eating. Sorry.
No problem. Let me check. Eloisa, I sent to you an invite to join the room 1. Have not you seen the invite in your screen?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, let me check this. Just a minute. Okay, you can be here. I don't know why you're going to the room. I think it's a kind of mistake, but no problem. You can be here. And okay, so let's start the presentations. Basically, my name is Marcos. I am 20 years old. I am a law student. I also live in, oh, Luisa, I've gone. Okay, again, my name is Marcos. I'm 20 years old. I'm a law student. I live in São Paulo. I am an English and Spanish host here in TNT. And these days, I'm not doing the Spanish meetings because I am just focusing on English, but sometimes I change to the Spanish, I change to the English. You can see me in the Telegram, in all groups, in French, Spanish, and English, so you can call me there. And I think it's all. I tell you guys that I live in São Paulo. I think, yeah, I did it. Okay, so Josuel, can you present yourself, please?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you and everyone. And I'm Josuel, and I live in Rio de Janeiro, and I'm retired. I'm 59 years old. Pleasure to be here with you.
Perfect, Josuel, thank you. And Fernanda, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you present yourself, please?
Hello, guys. My name is Fernanda. I'm a student. I'm 17 years old, and that is.
Perfect, thank you all. And okay, so let's go to answer the questions. People, remember that we are in 5. We have a little bit time to talk. It's less 1 hour, so have a good sense to answer the questions. Don't spend a lot of time answering, please. For everyone's answer the questions, okay? And the first question is, let me see. What comes to your mind when you hear the expression peer pressure? Like I have said before, peer pressure can be translated to pressão social in Portuguese. So what do you think when you hear this kind of expression in where you hear this? Let me start with Josuel. What do you think about this expression?
It depends about what is kind of pressure. And the sometime when do you make anything about the pressure, it and they stay and they very bad to you and the finish about your job or your job. It's very bad for me. I don't like the other people and the peer pressure about me. How about you? Oh, okay.
Sorry. Oh, perfect. Thank you. What about me? I think peer pressure, it's kind of, it's like you have said, like when we have pressure on the job, on the, is the work, when we have pressure on the school, the college, and in our kind of social circles, it's kind of the example that I have said in the after the end of the video. It's kind of when you don't want to drink alcohol, so you go to hang out with your friends, and your friends are just saying things like, hey, drink just a little bit, just a cup, this kind of things. It's kind of peer pressure, it's pressure, pressão social, pressão de grupo. So it how I think the expression works. And
depends about what kind of pressure.
Yeah. We have a lot of tips of kind of pressures, yeah. And Fernanda, what do you think about this expression, peer pressure?
I think this pressure is a big problem for anyone because the teenagers or people can be, sick about this pressure, you know?
Yes, this sometimes can be a huge problem, you know, like when we are teenagers and our friends are hanging out with another people, you know, and starting to have relationships, and we have this pressure, oh my God, I need to do this and I need to do this, and independent of the time, you know, this kind of pressure can be really, really difficult to the teenagers to deal about it. And Dora, what about you? What do you think about this kind of pressure?
I think this happen when you intend um, to be a person if you are not, you know. When you pretend to be another person, I think this is happen, and you can suffer a lot with this because it's hard to pretend to be a person you are not.
Yeah, that's a good point. When we are trying to be another person, a person
Exactly.
that we like, we see, and it's calm, and it's
Exactly.
kind of a beautiful stuff, you know. So we try to be this person. And Adriano, what do you think about it?
I agree with Dora. I think people try to do what that not I don't know what to say, acostumado, okay, but
You
to
can
do,
use it.
use it, yeah.
Is the verb, yeah.
So, okay, thank you. And maybe sometimes we try to do things that we have some fear, and we use this to escape, all right? So we drink, we start to do radical sports or illicit sports or illicit things like stolen and etc. But I think is that I agree with Dora about to try to do things we are not accustomed to do. All right, so I believe that.
Perfect, thank you. I agree with all of you guys. It's important to talk about all of this, the types of pressure, because like Josué have said, it's not only one, so we need to talk about all. And the question number 2 is about this. Are teenagers the only ones vulnerable to peer pressure? We already know that they are not. So talking about the other type of people, you know, the ancient people, what kind of pressure they suffer, you know? You guys have an idea about this? Please answer first for me, Fernanda.
For me, all people can develop this pressure, you know? So those teenagers, all people can develop this, and they, how can I say, anteriormente, todas as pessoas, all people can suffer disease, you know, sick is mental and healthy, you know?
Perfect, I agree. And Adriano, what do you think about it?
That simplicity in everyone, with everyone, not just teenagers. Maybe I really have careful about teenagers. I have father, I have 2 daughters, 2 kids, and we pay attention in everything. But this transform some people's. First of all, we adults, I think I see that in groups at school of my daughter's father's group, and one say one thing, other, oh yeah, I agree, oh yeah, and then go Riley, Maria, go to the orders. But yes, I don't have
Nice,
age.
nice translation to the expression.
I don't know if it's right, but
Actually, I don't know. I don't know also. But that's okay. I think we can use this, and I totally agree with you. I think the adults are are most experienced, have more experience, so they are not kind of the teenagers, you know, like so much vulnerables, but they also have a little bit of vulnerability to deal with this. But I agree with you. I think the teenagers are most vulnerable to suffer the peer pressure. And Josuel, do you agree with all with
I
me?
think in the all people and the suffer and the pressure in the several situation and the not the only teenager or the older men and the independent about situation about it sometime and the suffer pressure about your family because he is very he is older and but teenager and the suffer in this when they stay in the street in group in the bar in the club and with other friends about drink about and the smoking about the and the and the and the girlfriend too. It's sometimes the people the other and the friends and they make a joke when the person is
Yeah.
and the shy.
Yeah, I remembered something now. It's kind of the men, the boys, when they refuse to kiss a girl, you know, like the friends will gonna say things like, "Oh my God, you are not a man. You are, you know," you
Yes,
make some jokes. Yeah.
yes. One and the must and the shy. Do you have? And the must the people and they make a joke with you.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
agree.
you suffer must pressure the other people.
Yes, I agree. And Dora, do you agree? What do you think
I,
about it?
yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I think some people is more affected with this peer pressure, and when you are grow up, you don't have a measure for things about this. So what is matter, what doesn't matter. So I think all the people can be affected for this peer pressure, but for sure teenagers is more affected because they don't have measure for thinking about this.
Yes, they don't have experience to deal
Exactly.
with it, you know. Yeah, I
Exactly.
totally agree. And guys, I think everyone's have answered this question. So let's go to the question number 3. And we have here the following question. What is something that people often get pressured into doing? I think I have to already have to an example for you guys. That
Yeah.
is the boys example, you know, like when the boys have a girl and they don't want to kiss the girl, the friends just make some jokes and things like that. It's kind of a thing that happens a lot and happened to me when I was child, you know. So it's very very often times, you know, like happen. And Fernanda, do you have some examples about it? Fernanda, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. I think all people have a lot of pressure in their lives. So I think the half people can handle how can I say on here can lead that when this. So, but having other people's cannot tolerate when this pressure, and they have, you know, a lot of things. It is.
Okay, I got. Thank you. And Adriano, what is something that people often get pressured into doing?
Start to smoke. I really example of that. I started smoking because of my friends. Oh, it's cool. Let's go. When I kid, 12 years, 13 years, and I stopped to thank God I stopped to smoke, but that is an example. And it's a strong example. If you don't have a position, all right? If you really enjoy your friends, enjoy some mess, and you do what you have to do to agree with your friends to make that happen, and you already fall in this trap, and that's it. For me, it's like a good
Yeah.
example.
It's kind of the girl of the video, you know, like your
Yeah.
friend, you know, you are seeing the people, the person is smoking, and these people exhale so calm and so cool, and you think, oh my God, I want to do this, but it is not kind of, oh my God, you need to do this.
Yeah, and 25 years ago is a very common.
Yeah. Now the days are changing, but we already have a lot of people that smoke. And sometimes it's not a kind of a just peer pressure, it's a problem, a really problem, you know, so the people need psychologists and things like that, yeah. And let me check here. Fernanda, Adriano, Dora, what do you think about it? The ladies first. I will call Joswell, but Dora, I want to go Dora first.
I think a lot of things. In my case, for example, I'm not drinking, but when I was teenager, my friends always ask me about drink, and it's hard to say no, but you need it. So when I was teenager, this happened a lot, and I always said no because I knew this is not good for me, and I have some examples in my family. So when one friend asked me about this, I always said no. And this is very this happened a lot with teenagers, and someone's no say no.
Yes,
This is
and
a problem.
it happened to me in the last years. I needed to use a medication that is called Roacutan here. I don't know how is the expression there in Canada, United States, no, but it's Roacutan. It's kind of a medication for acne, and I needed to use this, and I couldn't drink, you know, and it was very hard because I remember that I gone to the parties and to hang out with my friends, and it's very hard to deal with the pressure to drink, you know. Yes. But I knew that I couldn't do this, so I couldn't.
It's hard to say no, but you need it.
Yeah, it's very hard. And Josuel, what is something that people often get pressured into doing? You have
okay, and when I was young, I was kid, and my father told me, and you will and the passado and that subject in the school. I cry a lot because I afraid medo, fear, né? I had afraid, and when I show him my bulletin and my school, because sometimes he and the take my brother and I and the batia.
You know. Yeah, it's unfortunately normal in some families. We have this. My father, it's kind of this, not literally like this, but he put this kind of pressure on me, you know, like when I was a child. And okay, everyone's have answered this question. I think Dora dropped the connection. I don't know, but she's not here anymore. So let's go to the question number 4. That is, what does it mean to be independent, and then how independent should you be? I don't know if you guys have understand the question very clear, but start answering. And if you guys are not understanding, just tell me and I will explain better. Adriano, can you start answering this question?
Yes, if understood is like freedom, independence.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let me check. Okay, so 1 minute, please. So depends. This is a very complicated question because sometimes we want our independence, but sometimes we have our duties, and we have to know how to separate that two sides, you know, of the coin. Maybe a good, unfortunately, some people don't have, but a good education, family, to show how the right way. A good friends, but living with some problems is good too. To know how to resolve the problems, to involve, I don't know how to say, living with other people's different problems, but I'll have a limit, and you should know how is your limits. And like Dora say before, you have to say no sometimes. You have to say no, but I think it's that not too much. I think independent is more or what we think about it, what I want to do, what I can do, what I cannot, and how far I can go with my limits. I don't know if it's the age or the time, I don't know.
Yeah, the teenagers pass through this kind of pressure when they are teenagers in the school, you know, like, oh, you need to be more mature, you need to do this, you need to be a man. The people have usually say to us, you know. So it's really a problem, this, because I don't know if the people need to be mature when they are not prepared to do this. And about the independent, I really don't have an opinion, unformed opinion about this. I'm totally like you. I don't think it's about the age or the people. I really don't know. You know, I'm moving to live alone in the next year, because my classes will turn to the presential classes. You know, already we are on the online classes, so I am with my family in the interior of São Paulo. But in the next year I need to move on, and I will live alone for the first time of my life. So I think it's kind of an independent way, but I don't know if the correct way, how it will be this way, you know. So it's hard to talk about it. And Fernanda, can you please talk about it for us?
Yes, well, for me, independence is your financial independence or your parents, because I'm 17 years old, and this is a dependence that I want a vision, you know? It's for me, this independence of the money, you know?
Yes, and can be also the thing that when people usually say to teenagers, when you will go to left your your
Yes.
parents' house, you know, it's kind of this too. Yeah, and Josué, what do you think about it?
I think the person and the don't and the suffer influence and the about friends or what do you do or uh, what do you can do in the two and the living alone and the work it and the make your money alone and living alone.
No needing
Aí
help.
you grow in your life too.
Yeah, you gain some experience, and it's very important. Yeah, I don't know how to say the expression in English, but it's kind of in Portuguese expression, sair das asas da mãe, sair da barra da saia.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
nest,
yeah,
you know, leave the nest of your mother.
yeah. It will happen to me the next year. Okay, so let's go to the question number 5, guys. The question is, give an example of peer pressure as a person giving the pressure and use the phrase, what is the worst that could happen? Or, but everybody's doing it. You know, I don't know if you guys have understand, but explaining just quickly, it's kind of just be the character that will give the pressure to other people and use one of these phrases in the end of your phrase. I will start, okay? So I'm hanging out with Josuel and Josuel is not drinking today. And I will just give a cup to him and say, but everybody's doing it. Drink, come on. It's kind of the pressure I'm giving to Josuel. And now I need Josuel to give an example about it. Can you do that for us? You understood the question?
More or less.
Okay, so Fernanda and Adriana, have you guys understood? So you can do it.
Yes,
And
I
then
understand.
Yeah.
please go on, Fernanda first and Adriana then.
I can start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So let's say out for your mother cannot, you know, what can I say, cannot know about it, you know? Let's have a drink, let's fun, you know?
What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, perfect. Thanks. And Adriano, go
Okay.
on, please.
Sorry. Oh, I can use the pandemic example. When it started, right? So we have confined, I don't know how to say, if it's right, but don't go out, stay at home, using masking, okay, clean your hands, and man, 1 month you get crazy. So come on, Marco, let's go to take a drink. Let's okay, let's go out. One time, no one in the street. We don't take it this COVID. So let's go. And then you go, right? What's the worst that couldn't happen? You can die. But okay, let's go. Right? So I think that's my example.
We have a good an example about this. That is our president.
Okay, yes.
Our president saying on the TV to the people, don't stay at home. It's a really good example. And Josuel, now you can do it. Now you understood, or you want to skip this question? It's a little bit complex.
And I think about the nowadays day about the coronavirus, the people and the many kind of people don't and they get vaccinated. Others and they will and they vaccinate and the but and the people don't get vaccinated and they suffer and depression the other people around the hand because the people stay and they are afraid, and they stay sick. Because, for example, I get vaccinated. And you don't get vaccinated. So I think it is a kind of pressure too.
You are saying kind of a pressure of the people that don't get the vaccine to the people
Yes.
that get the vaccine.
Yes.
Oh, okay, it's real.
Sometimes do you and they stay at the side the people and they don't get vaccinated.
Oh, okay, I got it. I think it's a problem when we are the people that don't get
Don't
the
use a
vaccine.
mask.
Yeah, I think it's a problem when we are trying to convince people to don't go right with the health things, you know, like get vaccinated, use mask. But I really know it, and it happens a lot, unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Josuel. And let's go, guys, to the question number 6. How can people say no to peer pressure? How can deal with peer pressure? How can you say no to peer pressure? Tell us your examples for us, please. And let's start with Josuel. Can you start? How you can
Okay.
say no?
And it depends the people and they can't and they make pressure and about you and if you and they feel bad and they go out. For example, you are in the bar with your friends, and one friend and arrive you and the Marcos and the let's drink and the beer I don't like to drink a beer. For and your friend let's drink beer. Are you for don't have fight? Go out that place.
Yeah,
Left it.
I got it.
You
Yeah.
understand me?
That's a good idea to deal with it. Just leave the place and the people. Yeah.
You avoid and the fight conflict.
Yeah, and I think it's important for us to avoid people that give to us this kind of pressure. You know, we don't need these people in our life, so just avoid these people. It's better for your healthy. Yeah. And Adriano, what do you think about it? How can you say no to peer pressure?
Say no. No, it's not
Simple.
good. All right. Independent of in this case, I always say to my daughters, if that's not correct, say no, and get back and say it to your teacher, say it to me, right? Be very transparent with us, my wife, and I personally I say no. No, that's not correct. You can hurt you. You can go in jail. That's not right. You can have an accident. Whatever, and whatever. Don't. But it's like some like that.
Yeah, I got it.
And is that try always to teach in the good way, but in sometimes teenagers or my kids, I try to explain why not to do that, right? Just say no is very complicated too, because okay, I say no, but everybody is getting fun. Why I don't? Why I can have it too? So you have to explain too. Wait.
You have to explain the problems and consequences of it. Yeah, that's a good way.
Exactly.
That's a good way. Thank you, Adriano. And Fernanda, what about you?
I think they need to say clearly that they want to do that because they are if they are not speak clearly, this is kind of, you know, how can I say, the friends can Quentin make impression for they do that. So I think this need to say clearly for the friends. They I don't know what to do that, you know. I think
No, I really got your point. I think when we are clear saying that we don't want to do this, your friend, the people that are pressuring you can't manipulate you. But when you are not clear, they can manipulate you. So
yes.
it's kind of this. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Fernanda. And guys, everyone's have answered this question. Let's go. Let me check the questions here. We have 4 more. Okay, so let's go to the question number 7. I think we can answer 2 questions more. What would what would you do if your friends did something that you disagree with? What do you want to do? What would you do? Oh my God, I have a problem with these words. So, Fernanda, can you start for us, please?
Yes, I think you have to move away, you know, there's friends because they are not good friends to you.
Yeah, it's kind of just what I have said before, you know, we need to avoid these friends. And just well, do you have more things to add here or do?
First I tried and the talk with he but if you don't see and the good listen, I I go out.
Yeah, it's cool to try to help them. Just telling that is not right, you know. Sometimes the people are not doing because they like, but just because they don't know the consequence and the things that can happen for him with it. And Adriano, what would you do if your friends did something that you disagree?
I told Dayan and go out. I take a not go out to, but I take some space and explain that is not for me, right? I disagree totally. I explain why, and if you started continue with that, okay, bye, see ya, have a nice life, bye bye.
Yeah, perfect, perfect example. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Everyone is coming
Hello.
back
I
here.
come back in this many room.
Yeah, we have a room that the people are not here still, so let's wait some seconds. Okay, now they are here.
A good
Okay,
talk.
so come back again, everyone. How was the conversation for you guys? How was the conversation in your room, Fern? Tell for us.
A good topic, because it is so very important. You discuss about this situation because peer pressure is very complicated, and you, if you have a weak mental health, it's very complicated. But when you have a strong value, it's okay, guys. For example, I said in my room, uh, I got a very early my home parents. About 14 years, I'm just alone in the world. For me, it's I'm here now. I survived the road.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Fer. And let me see here. I want to ask some questions for you guys. Venus, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Venus, can you answer the question number 9 for us, please? Is peer pressure a fact of life or it can be eliminated of our lives? What do you think about it?
Oh, I think that isn't it a fact about our life. I think that is really difficult to eliminate because isn't it only pursue about friends or relationships? Sometimes we have pursue about our family. When we are young and we live with your parents is really bad because sometimes you want to do something and your parents doesn't want. For example, about college. Sometimes you want to be a doctor and your parents want you be don't know, an engineer, some things like that. So sometimes have this kind of conflicts. So because of this, I think there is a fact.
Yes, I totally agree with you. It's hard to deal with these facts and more hard eliminate this. I don't think we can do it. And let me see any else. Caroline, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Caroline, answer the question number 8 for us, please. Do you feel peer pressure in your work, school, college, circles?
Not anymore, but I used to feel really peer pressure when I was high school and the early college. I think because I was very young, so it's completely normal to feel that way.
Yes, we talked about it. When you are a teenager, it's hard to deal with the pressure because we don't have experience. We don't have a mindset, a really good mindset. So yeah, I used to do this when I was a teenager. Now I am not so long than this because I am actually only 20 years old. So, but I used to pass with this problem before. And guys, I think it's all the conversation today. I will send to you all the link of this live stream that is happening on YouTube. And I have a challenge to you guys. I don't think everyone's have answered all questions. Did you? The group of Fern, have you answered all the questions or not?
Sorry.
No.
No. And Gabriela, have you all answered the questions in your group or not?
No.
No.
Still
Okay.
3 questions don't answer.
3.
3, 8,
Oh my
9,
God.
and 10.
Oh, so you guys have talked a lot.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. When we have too much to talk, we actually forgot the questions, and that's really, really normal. It happens to me a lot. So guys, the challenge is the following. I need you guys to go to the YouTube video that I sent the link and answer the question number 10 in the comments below. So if you have time, if you need to have an interaction with our YouTube channel, just go there and answer the question number 10. Where can you ask for help about peer pressure there? Okay, it's a challenge that I am doing to you guys. And for today, it's all. I really appreciate you guys are here. I'm really glad about it. And I wish to you guys a good night if you are in Brazil and some countries close to us. A good afternoon, good morning. I don't know if you guys are, but that's okay. Have a good end of day, a good day. And see ya in the next week. Okay, guys?